Art. How do you define it? Art is everything from the delicacy on the plate made by our favorite chef, to the painting on the wall, to the opera performance at the theater. Art is about expression. So pretty much any form of expression can be considered art. I believe that art is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. But I want to take some time to talk about my favorite form of art, and that's drawing. Because at some point in our lives, pretty much all of us have drawn, whether that's a sketch or a doodle. It seems like we're innately driven to draw things. And so many aspects of the world around us start as a drawing. Whether it's the shoes and clothes that we wear, or the buildings that we visit, the cars that we drive. Most of those things start as drawings, which tells you how important drawing and art is to our society. Hi, I'm Vince with OMSI, and today I want to talk to you about art. More specifically, I want to talk to you about drawing. So let's get started. Drawing comes down to putting your ideas down on a medium, whether that's paper, a canvas, or a computer screen. Since the dawn of humankind, we've been drawing. Heck, there are ancient cave drawings of all kinds of beasts, which have been unearthed after thousands of years. This might indicate that drawing is wired into who we are. For a time, we even would use drawings as a way to record history and historical figures. Before the camera arrived, of course. We use drawings as the foundation of virtually everything we do. Before a fashion designer makes a t-shirt, they probably sketched it out on a sheet of paper. The same goes for your favorite cartoons. And while many of us can draw, it's important to understand that all great artists put in the time and effort to master their crafts in the same way as a scientist, engineer, or mathematician does. People who draw must understand things like light and shadow, perspective, human anatomy, skeletal structure, composition. They must learn how to draw complex things like folds and drapery. And these days, artists use not just the pen and pencil, but also the tablet and computer. Using programs like Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Animate, Toon Boom, and even 3D modeling software has become part and parcel with drawing in modern times. Many of your favorite animated films started in a sketch pad and were ultimately translated to a computer program. So the modern-day illustrator must be skilled in a variety of areas. But don't let this intimidate you, because artists are usually passionate and curious people. So starting your journey down this path is usually one that starts on a sheet of construction paper with crayons, moves on to a sketch pad with a 2HB pencil, and eventually finds its way to a computer screen. What's best about drawing is that it allows you to express what's inside of you, and so often that can lead to beautiful things. So before we move on, I want to share a few tips and resources for you if you are interested in learning more about drawing. First, don't be a perfectionist. Art, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. There's no right way to draw. There are principles and rules to follow, especially when it comes to light and shadow and anatomy. But your art should be different. Uniqueness is what sets artists like Van Gogh or Picasso apart from their contemporaries. 2. Be willing to learn. Many young artists make the mistake of only drawing, but there are great books out there that you should read, and these will teach you all kinds of tips and tricks that will help you improve. So take a second to read and then draw. 3. Ask for feedback on your drawings. It's always nice to ask for the feedback of others on your art. This is especially useful when talking to art instructors. They will provide helpful feedback that will help you get better. 4. Familiarize yourself with drawing on a computer, whether it's doodling in Microsoft Paint or using free animation software like the Wick editor, or if you have a smartphone with a stylus pen, Autodesk Sketchbook is a great free drawing resource to practice with. 5. Most importantly, have fun. If drawing makes you happy, do it. The world is your canvas. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to check out our next video by clicking the link to the right. OMSI would like to thank our presenting sponsors, Boeing, Verizon, and also our supporting sponsors from CUI Devices and Microsoft for making STEAM Week digital content possible.